What's up, everybody? Hollywood Will back with another live stream. Already starting off with the coughs. Welcome back, Sunday Funday. It has been, what, 7, 8, 10 days maybe since the last time. Remember the last two times I had to stop short because I was very under the weather. Tried to push through it, wasn't able to. I am all good now. Got about 28 deals to show you guys. We're going to hop right into this. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, welcome. If you guys are watching from social media land, just know you won't be able to see the carousel of products. My suggestion is hop on over to Amazon Live, watch me there, and you'll be able to see the carousel of products ahead of time because not everybody likes to hear me ramble on forever. You can just click on what you want and, go on about your business. But I like you here, so thank you for tuning in. And if you guys are watching from a mobile device and you're watching within Amazon, when you click on a product, what's going to happen is you'll deviate away from the stream. No worries, just click back. We'll still be there. If you're watching from a desktop or a laptop, you'll still be able to hear me. You'll open up a new tab within the same browser. All good. All right. First product is the Leisure Dog Stairs. I'm going to show you guys this video and I'm going to talk you through it. This is the new Hollywood Will live stream. So no more are we just going to show videos and have the video talk to you or whatever. I'm going to be up in the corner explaining this one to you so you guys can have all the ins and outs. And if you have any questions, we can do live questions as well. I can only see the questions from the Amazon platform or YouTube. Unfortunately, I can't see anything else. So here are the Leisure Dog steps. So you can do the 2, 4, or 5 steps, just so you know. The cover does come off. As you can see, you have a handle there. It's super portable. The cover is washable, but it is suggested that once you take it off and you wash it, you'll do the tumble dry. You don't want to shrink it or anything like that. It already comes in the box in form, so you don't have to let it sit for a certain amount of time. It's good for small dogs up to 50 pounds max. And you can, like I said, do the 2, 4, or 5 steps. So as you can see here, this is my buddy Dudley. Dudley loves this. He's a little older, and he's able to get up and down on the couch or use it to get up and down in the bed. It's portable, like I said, and super lightweight. So definitely check that one out. Excuse me. All right. Let me see here. So this one is 20% off too. So check that out. 1,073 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. All right, we have a lot of stuff here, so we're going to keep it going. Now here is another dog stair. So the difference between this one and the other one, still the same 50-pound max. This one has 3, 4, or 5 steps, depending on how many you need to get up to the couch or to get up to the bed or whatever. Now, this doesn't come in form, so unfortunately, when you unbox it, you're going to have to let it sit for 24 to 48 hours until it, gets to form of the stairs. Then you're good to go. Same thing here applies. When you take off the cover, you can wash it, and then it's suggested to either hang dry or tumble dry. So pretty easy to, lug around. It only weighs a couple of pounds. It's foam on the inside, so it's not like it's heavy at all. So, but at the same time, it's very sturdy. All right, and then those are the other stairs. So we're just kind of, there we go. Still working out the kinks there. So we are back to the main camera. Let me see here. I do have a YouTube follow, so thank you very much for that. Sonia. All right, let's see what we got here. We are going to hop on over to the double stitch. This is by Bedshare. You guys have heard me talk about Bedshare many a times here. Let's see. So this is the Bedshare bed sheets. This is double stitch. When they say double stitch, it is just, made a little bit more finely. It is super soft, so you're going to have that cool feeling, when you first lay on like blankets. or I'm sorry, when you first lay on bed sheets or pillowcases, it's nice and cool. You're going to get that feeling here. Now you do have other color options. If you don't want the gray, you're more than welcome to look at the other color options. So this is the 4-piece set, and it's 80% Tencel, 20% European linen. So you're definitely going to get a soft, comfortable feel with this. And Bedsure is great. They don't just do the bed sheets; they do pillowcases, blankets, everything. Always give you multiple color options and styles to choose from. I also like how you have the little drawstring bag and a box, so it makes it for a great gift if you want to do that as well. It's already set up. You don't really have to wrap it or anything. Another good thing about it. All right, so who's watching March Madness? I'm trying to not check my phone for the scores because I play in a ton of brackets and I hate losing. So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I'm not doing very well this year though, guys. So first time for everything, I guess. You can't keep winning, right? All right, let's see. What do we have here? So this is the Rory Portable 3-in-1 charger. This charger, if you have an Apple Watch, an Android, or 2 Androids, or an iPhone, whatever, you can charge 3 devices at once. Like I said, your Apple Watch and then 2 phones or laptop, whatever USB-C and whatever lightning charge takes. So it's nice and portable. You do have color options. The one thing that I like about this is if you guys can see that ring up at the top there, you can put it on your keychain because it's only really like about this big. So it's definitely portable, and you can charge your Apple Watch like 7 times over. Now it says you can charge your phones once, but for me, I've been charging my phone twice, but just my phone. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the Apple charger and the phone go, or the Apple Watch and the phone going, or 2 phones going. If you're going to charge more than one device, then you're going to share that wattage, and it's not going to charge as fast, and it's not going to last as long. So just keep that in mind. There are several colors to choose from. The cables are attached, as you guys can see there. You have your USB-C on one side, your lightning charge on the other, and then you have your Apple Watch little circle there up at the top that you just, clamp to that way. And let me see, I don't want to miss anything here. Aside from my own experiences, I use this all the time for my Phillies tailgates and games, my Eagles tailgates and games. So I've been using this for a very long time. And this is the white color, as you can see here. But if you do want to check out some of the other colors, you absolutely can. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know why it says one time for your phone because I've charged it at least twice and I still had some juice left. And I mean from like 5% to 100%. And I've done it twice because tailgates alone, like I'm starting out pretty early, probably 6 a.m. And let's say if it's a 4:30 game, you know what I mean? And then I'm not out of there until 8 p.m. And then I usually go to Xfinity Live across the street afterwards. That's a very long day. And so I do charge my phone twice and I still have juice left. All right. We have here the Fit King. So this is the calf massager. I do like it. So the calf massager, one of the things that I do like about this as I get older, I'm paying one price and I can use this whenever I feel like it. It also comes with a nice bag so you can put it in the bag and then, carry it around. It's got the drawstrings and everything. So I do like that as opposed to having to, go to a specialist or go to a service. And I'm not saying it wouldn't be worth it, but, why not just pay once and then you can use this at your leisure, as many times as you want, whenever you feel like it at your own convenience. So I do like it. Now, here's the thing. When you plug it in and you let it charge up, it does take about 2 hours for it to get fully charged, but then it lasts, for 3-4 hours is the time that I got from it. Just what I wanted to do was I wanted to plug it in and just let it run and see like how long. And it was pushing about 4 hours until I had to recharge it again. So you get a good amount of usage from there. As you can see, it's super easy to use. You have your different presets there. You have your clear LCD screen so you can read everything there as well. What are they saying about this? Overall priced, and definitely check that out if you are looking for that. They also make the full leg compression if you want to look at that as well. All right. If you guys have any questions, remember, just shoot those over to me. Let me know if you have any questions about that or something we already talked about, or if you have a question about something else. Again, I can only see the YouTube comments, and then obviously I can see the Amazon comments. So just giving you guys an opportunity. Usually what happens is I get a lot of questions on YouTube, and rarely do I get questions on Amazon. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You guys are already on Amazon shopping, right? So you probably already know. You just want to, get confirmation, I guess. I don't know. All right. This one here is the ESR iPad case. So a couple of things that I like about this. Number one, it's magnetic, and it is very solid and durable. Obviously portable, but you can set the stand 9 different angles that best suits you, whether you're going to be watching a movie with your iPad, or if you're going to be reading, or if you have the iPad where the touch screen where you're actually writing on it, whatever. It just makes it super easy. Now this one here has different colors as well. So a lot of cool colors too. As you can see, this is the blue one here. This one is also super well priced. And if you guys are in the market for that, then definitely check that out. Let's see what they say about it. I know I liked mine, and I still use mine. So magnetic cover to 9 different heights. Yes, yes, yes. See, I told you guys everything you needed to know. But yeah, you don't have to just use it horizontal. You can actually turn it. It'll still be magnetized if you want to watch it vertical as well, just to let you know. All right, before we go to the next product, just a reminder, I am starting a new series as the weather is starting to break. We're going to be doing a lot more seasonal live streams. For example, this week we're going to start getting into your grills and your smokers because it's about that time, and I have a whole series of grills and smokers that were sent to me for me to try, for me to use, test out, and so you guys are going to see those videos of me cooking some delicious food. What else? We got some lawnmowers. You'll see me cutting the grass. As much as I hate cutting the grass, you'll see me cutting the grass on a few of these so you guys can get a good idea on how things work. But yeah, I will be shooting for live streaming 5 days a week now. So let's get ready for that. All right, we're going to stay in the ESR family. This one here is your portable monitor. So I actually love this thing, and let me tell you why. I need, like, for example, let's say if I had it plugged in right here. You guys wouldn't know that, but let's say I do, right? Because it's March Madness. So this way I can still work, and then I can still kind of, in my peripherals, keep up what's also important, which is sports. Now, I know some people might want to use it for work, and you absolutely can. If you guys can see this little laptop sleeve thing right here, you can stick that in there so that way it keeps the screen safe. What I do is I put it in there, and then I put that in my backpack. And I do that because, it keeps it nice and safe, nice and portable, and I don't have to carry 2 things at once. So this is 1080p, and it's a 15.6 inch. Let me make sure I got that height right. It is. So another thing about it is it's 60 frames per second. So super smooth, super fast. You do get a USB-C charge, and then you also get an HDMI cable. So if you want to plug this into whatever's USB-C, I can plug it into my phone if I wanted to. And then whichever way I turn my phone, that's how it'll show up on the screen. So if I want to watch, instead of just watching a movie from my phone, I can just plug it in and be right ready to go and watch it just on this nice monitor here. If you are using it as an extra work monitor, you can plug it right in The only thing that I will say, the kickstand does rotate 180, but I also will say if you plug it into your laptop or desktop and you want to stand it up vertically, you have to go into the display settings to change that. For your phone, you don't. Either way, this is super well priced and highly, highly recommended. All right. Also, want to mention that there's a crazy deal right now. I believe it's only like $89. Let's see. Yeah, it's normally $159.99, 44% off, which is crazy work. $89.99 right now. 402 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely check that out. All right, let's see. So this next one here is your over-the-door organizer. Let's pull that up because this is pretty cool here. All right, so your over-the-door organizer, this is how it comes in the box. Very, very simple to put together. If I can put it together, anyone can. You're gonna get some hooks, as you can see there on the left-hand side right there. You're gonna unroll this, you're gonna loop the hooks in, and then you're gonna hang it on your door. Now, these right here, you are going to put on inside of the sleeve so that way it fills it out. So the sleeve doesn't collapse, you know what I mean? So it's nice and open, nice and, storage. My daughter has mine and she uses it to put her sneakers in there. So we're gonna hang it here, as you guys can see here in a second. But like I said, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Now there's also on either side, there are 10 mesh little areas. So this is where the hooks go. Let's, man, I can talk a lot. So yeah, take those sleeves, put them in on each one. There are 5 different layers, and then you can use those. Like I said, my daughter uses it for sneakers. It gives you a lot of room, but also on the right side and on the left side, on the outside, you have your extra mesh so you can put in, your little knickknacks if you want to use it for your kids' toys. If you're an adult and you want to put your own stuff in there, you can absolutely do that as well. But again, super easy to install. You guys see that there. And it's clear, so you can kind of see what's in there, just in case if you forget. Yeah, so yeah, it says here, great for kids. Adults use it, toys, diapers, that kind of thing. But like I said, my daughter uses it. She's 18. She has. I'm gonna put the basketball game on, just so I can see what's going on. Let's see. All right, what do we got here? All right, so let's take a look at the Space Age bamboo drawer. So this one is clutch. You have your different wood colors. You have 80 labels that it comes with. This is the 6 slot, but you can get it up to 12 slot if you have like a wider cabinet. But basically, you just throw that in there. This is the natural wood color. There are other wood colors. And then just, separate your silverware so it's not all just like thrown in at the bottom, all at the bottom of the drawer. You don't have to like sift through everything to find a spoon. You have it basically, separated. So, and it is well priced. Highly recommended. I do like this one. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what kind of deal we have for this one. So this one, a lot of reviews here. 1,782 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. $26.98, 37% off, drops the price to $16.98. That looks like that is the cheapest one because the other colors look to be around between $27.98 and $39.98. So if you care about color, then choose your color, and it might be a little bit more. But if you don't, or if you do like the natural wood 6 slot, that is your best option, your best deal. All right. We are going to keep this moving. I do like this more efficient way as to where before I had all these videos all over the place and, sifting through them. Here we can kind of, put these in order. You guys don't have to hang out for 3 hours like you did in the past. Not that it's going unnoticed, because I do appreciate that. But I think this is just a little bit more efficient for you guys. All right. This here is the Boom 2 speaker by Anker. Definitely like these speakers for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's waterproof. Number two, it's floatable. So imagine going to the beach, backyard, or a lake, something like that, with your friends. You just toss this right in the water. It floats. The music's still working. You have as you can see the light right there on the side, the LED will like flash to the song. So it's like having your own light show. Now this will give you 24-hour play on a single charge. If you use the mega bass function through the entire time, you subtract about 4 hours. So you're going to get about 20 hours instead of 24 if you're using the mega bass. But the sound is so great, you don't really need the mega bass, especially with everyone right around there. You got your handles, nice and portable. And this is also well priced. There are 3 different color options. So if you don't like the black one, you can go with the green one, or you can go with the blue one. But yeah, Anker is one of my favorites. Let's see. There's probably a deal to be had there. So the green one and the blue one are $109.99 after a 15% price drop. The black one is a 23% price drop, so that drops it under $100. So basically a portable waterproof speaker with 24-hour play for under $100. Jackpot. All right. And I'm going to pull that up. All right, so this is the Anker Boom 2 Plus. Just like the Boom 2, the only difference is the Boom 2 had 80 watt. This one has 140 watts speaker output. Also, less playing time. So the other one had 24 hours. This one has 20. And then you subtract 4 hours if you're going to use the mega bass for the entire time. And then that would be 16 hours of play. But I mean, let's get real here. Like, how many people are listening to 16 hours, more than 16 hours of just straight play? We're probably not going to do that. So that's what makes it worth it here. You have your same LED light show that'll go to the base of the music, which is something great. Now you guys see those rings there on either side? That is for it comes with a strap, a shoulder strap. So if you want to clip the D rings and then carry it with a shoulder strap, if you're carrying other stuff to the beach or camping or whatever, this just makes it a little bit more convenient for you. All right, let's see what kind of deal we have here, if any, because I know this is considerably more expensive. All right, so the same 3 colors. You have your black, your blue-ish, and your green. The black one seems to be the one with the best deal. $249.99, but you're getting 28% off. So it drops the price to $179.99. 4.5 out of 5 stars, over 1,600 reviews. So I'm not the only one that likes it. All right, let's see what else we got here. We are burning through these, though. I like it. I like it because I hate it when I have to keep you guys for such a long time. Yeah, we are almost halfway done already. And it's been very little time. All right, let's see what we got here. So now we're going to start talking about Govee Life products. So this is the Govee Life hygrometer so you can watch your dew points, so you can watch your condensation. If you're using this for a bedroom, a room, be notified if things change. But this way you can have everything at the temperature that you need it to have. So another thing is it does come with a battery. Nowadays, things don't come with batteries. I absolutely hate that. But I love this because it comes with a battery, and the battery will last you about 2 years. That's another great thing. It's super small, super portable. Put that in your, whatever room you're going to use it for. Connect it via the Govee Life app, and then you are ready to go. Let's take a look because I know there's got to be a deal here. Now, generally, this is already very low priced, $15.99, and then you get a 27% coupon clip. Don't leave any money on the table. Make sure you clip the coupon. There is also a 2-pack that is $31.99 and then a 38% coupon clip. Again, don't leave any money on the table. What else do I have on here? I want to make sure. Let me see what notes they gave me. I'm sorry, I misspoke. 2-year battery is actually a 1-year battery, and it does have the smart alert feature. Now, with that being said, I have another hygrometer, also Govee Life hygrometer. All right, so this is the Govee Life hygrometer as well. This one takes AAA batteries. The other one had the round lithium battery. These batteries are supposed to last 1 year. So that is a good thing. You also have free data storage. So you can store your data so you'll know at what temperatures, what dew points, all of that you need for your greenhouse or if you're going to use it for your room. So pretty cool there. Also has a smart alert feature. Remember, download the Govee Life app, sync it. It's Bluetooth wireless. Make sure everything's connected, and then you'll have that auto alert. You'll also be alerted by emails. All right. Let's see. Where are we going to go from here? How about a Govee Life oil diffuser? You guys are starting to see how awesome Govee Life is. Govee Life is always going to be a free app. You're not going to worry about any type of service. This is the Govee Life oil diffuser. You can connect it with the Govee Life app, wireless. You can use this on voice command. You just basically fill up the water, and it is up to 36 hours that you can use this bad boy for before you have to refill it. So that's pretty awesome. Again, I already talked about the smart app and a 24-hour timer. I said 36. That is my mistake. It's a 24-hour timer, and it's a 3-in-1 cool mist. So you have 3 different sets, and you can also double up and use this as a nightlight. Nightlife. So use it as a nightlight. You'll get more options on the app. If you just want to, and you can also use it for noise machine. If you just want to use the button, you're only going to get a couple of options. You have a lot more options using it from the app. Let's see how much this is. So this also is on a deal. $49.99, 40% off, drops the price to $29.90. That's your basic without the noise machine. If you want the Pro with the white noise, then that is $69.99, but you're getting a 50% price reduction, so you're only going to pay $34.99. 394 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars, so definitely trending upwards. Let's see. We have. So there's. That's a good question. So someone just asked if there are other sizes. So no, you only have the 2 options. They're the same size, but the 2 options are without the white noise, which is cheaper, and then with the white noise. But they're both very, inexpensive. All right. This is the U-Green charger. This is shaped like a robot. So what we're going to do is, in this video, we are going to show you the robot, and then we are going to take the feet off. By the way, when you pull the feet off before you plug in the robot, that's where the actual plug is. Those feet are magnetized. So you can like stick those on the fridge or something to keep them from getting lost, especially if you use this charger a lot and you have it always plugged in. Like, oh, where did the feet go? Where did the feet go? It's magnetized. You can just, stick them right on the fridge. So another great thing about this is 65 watts. You have 2 USB-C charges and then 1 USB-A. If you are going to charge multiple devices, remember, you're splitting that wattage. So if it's 65 watts and you plug in 2 things, and it's 65 divided by 2. If you plug in all 3, then it's 65 divided by 3. So it's going to take longer for it to charge up. But a cool thing about this is once you plug in the robot, you can see right there, it makes a face. So that means it's about to charge. If it has a frown face, it's completely dead and it needs a lot of recharging. If it just has the straight line face, then it's getting there and it's charging. If it has the smiley face, then you are good to go. So, but this is super small. It's not like the same size as like your bigger brick charger. So whatever takes USB-C, whatever takes USB-A standard, you can. So things like USB-C, you can do. My MacBook Pro I have is USB-C. My iPhone 16 Max Pro is USB-C. Androids are USB-C. So you have a lot of things there. And let's see what kind of deal we have there. So you have 3 colors to choose from, and right now they are, the black one is $49.99. There's a pink and a turquoise and white color, which is $49.99. And then you have a purple and white, which doesn't look to be in stock, so you have to look at the buying option. So you may be getting it from a third-party seller. So just take a look at that before you make a move. That purple and white ranges from $44.99 and up. So on the surface, the purple one is cheaper. You just have to make sure that it's U-Green and you're not getting it from a third party. Yeah, I try to avoid that, but not everybody does. All right, what else do we got here? We are almost done. See how more efficient this is? This is like crazy, getting it done like super fast. There is also a U-Green regular charger. It's the same as the robot charger, just not a robot. So it's literally shaped like a regular charger back. And same rules apply. You just don't get the cool, funny robot faces because it's not a robot. But you still get the same 2 USB-C charges and 1 USB-A. Just wanted to throw that out there. And the price of that one is going to be cheaper. $39.99, 35% off, drops the price to $25.99. Almost 9,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars, so a ton of people like it. Let's see here. So we're going to go back to Govee. Oh, excuse me. We're going to go back to Govee Life. This is the water leak detection. So basically you're going to get a gateway, which is a plug, as you can see right there. All you have to do is plug that in. You see there's going to be a button. You're going to push that button and it's going to find your wireless, your Wi-Fi. So you're going to make sure that's connected. You want the Govee Life app. And then you are going to take your sensors. You're going to pull the blue tape out. The battery's already installed. That'll activate it. And then it's going to detect water from you. So put it in your damp spots. Put it in your basement next to the water heater. Put it underneath the sinks. Put it, on the outside crack of wherever you think where it might leak. Back in the old days, when I grew up in Jersey, like our basement flooded a lot. I wish we had this kind of technology back then where it could, let us know. Now, it'll let you know with an alarm if you're home or an alert detection on the Govee Life app, even if you're not. So a lot of good functions there. You don't have to get the one with the 4 sensors. You can get 6 sensors or you can get less if you only need like 2 sensors. The gateway is nothing more than the plug. They just call it a gateway. So again, push that button, connect to your Wi-Fi, make sure you have the Govee Life app, and then plug it in. Pull the tape out, set them up, and you're ready to go. Let's see here. Yeah, the fact that it offers real-time alerts is pretty cool. 2-year battery life, too. I knew there was a 2-year battery life. I got that mixed up with the speaker for some reason. All right, so we have more Govee stuff to talk about. We are going to go to the tea kettle. All right, so this is the Govee Life or Govee tea kettle. It's Wi-Fi. This is the black matte, so it'll heat up super fast. What is it, 1200 watts? So it heats up super fast. It'll heat up anywhere between, depending on what you set it to, anywhere between 104 and 210 degrees. Now, I use this for tea often, actually. Not as much as I should, but often enough. So you have a lot of presets going on there. It's voice control, 36 hours time frame that you can use it up to. And then you can, let's see, what else can we do with this? Because I only used it for certain things. Yeah, voice control. So I pretty much told you everything, basically. But yeah, I do like this a lot. I don't use it as much as I should because with the space that I'm at, like we always have like free coffee, free tea and all that. So I don't use as much as I should. But stainless steel, the matte black finish, I do like that a lot, and the fast heating. And again, you can use it for voice control. You can connect it with Alexa, and then you do have the Govee Life app that you connect it to. Let's see what kind of deal we have here. So normally, like these will run not Govee, but there is their competitor, which is Fellow, the exact same model, the exact same heating, the exact same voice command, $199. This one is $79.99, and you have a 20% coupon clip. It's over 1,700 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is a popular item. Let's see here. So let's talk about all right, so this is the Govee Life humidifier. Again, make sure you have that Govee Life. It's free. You don't have to pay for a service. Make sure you download that app, and you'll have so many more options to use this function, to use this machine from the app. So you have your voice control, 36 hours, 500 square feet. That's very important to know because I only use it for my small room, but I never actually took measurements. So it's 500 square feet is right around, for the room. So maybe the size of a bedroom, the size of a hotel room. If you're taking it on the road with you, you have a lot of functions. There is also a nightlight function there that you can use as well. Voice command, again, download the free Govee app, connect it to the Wi-Fi, and it'll pair together, and then you're good to go. All right, I know we got a deal here. Let's see. So yeah, this one was already inexpensive, double discount here. $79.99, 38% off, drops the price to $49.99, and then you're going to get another 5% coupon clip. So definitely take advantage of that. 750 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Super popular. I use this because, especially when I'm down on weather-wise, and I also have asthma, but I also have cats So I know it doesn't make any sense. I'm highly allergic, but I kind of love the cats, so I guess they're going to stay. And this humidifier is a game changer for me. All right. All right, we just got a few more things to go over. This next one is another water sensor. So, same functions. Download the Govee app for this Govee Life water detector. Basically, you have your plug, which also they call a gateway. You have your sensors. The sensors are already set up. The batteries will last you for at least a year. Plug in the gateway or the plug. Make sure you connect it to your Wi-Fi. Add it to your Govee Life app. Again, there's no monthly fee for the app. It's completely free. Make sure you pull the blue tape out, and then it's already ready to go. Place it strategically, maybe under a cabinet sink, maybe next to the water heater, wherever you think that it may flood or may burst or whatever, and then you have real-time alert detection. So it'll let you know within the app. If you're at home, you'll certainly hear the alarm because it's pretty loud. But if you're on the road or if you're, at work or whatever, you don't have to come home to a disaster. You have real-time alert detection. So that's pretty good there. And it's for top and bottom. So if some water gets on top of it, you'll get that alert. If water gets underneath it, you'll get that alert. Those things are waterproof, so when they do get wet, they're not going to get ruined. They're just going to act quickly, and they're going to let you know ahead of time via email and via the Govee Life app. And if you're at home, you'll hear it. Now, let's see what kind of deals we got for that bad boy. Awesome. Currently unavailable. That must have just happened because there was a deal, like a price drop, and a coupon clip. So the fact that this is currently unavailable, but it's in green, it's definitely coming back. They're just out of stock right now. All right. So we're going to keep moving. Now, also, there is an ab roller. I am not going to show you that ab roller. You guys don't want to see, this guy get down there and get one ab off. But if you guys are into an ab roller, it's springtime now. You get outside and start working out. The ab roller right now is only $13.99. It's actually pretty popular too. Over 1,300 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Let's see what we got here. All right, so this is the car phone mount. This is super easy to put together. Basically comes in 2 pieces. The piece where you're going to put the platform you're going to put your phone, and then you are going to take the second piece, screw it on in the back of the platform where you hold the phone, and then you're going to take that and you're going to screw it into your vent system. Now, mind you, some vent systems run vertical, some run horizontal. Either way, the little hook that you see right there at the end, see how you turn it and then the hook goes out? So if the venting system goes this way, you're just going to put it in this way, pull it back so it's snug, and then tighten it up. If your vent goes this way, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to turn it 90 degrees, boom, pull it back, boom, and then adjust the frame where you put the phone so that way it's not sideways, and you're good to go. Very simple. I'm going to put the phone in here. You guys are going to see, and then you can lock it in place so it doesn't go anywhere. Nice and sturdy when you're driving. Nice and sturdy for the phone. The phone doesn't shake. Nothing. So pretty cool there. All right. So this is already really inexpensive to begin with, but it's still, a lot cheaper than the alternative. Don't be the person holding the phone like this or looking down at the phone like that. Just get yourself one of those. $19.99, 20% off, drops the price of $15.99 for the black one. There is a blue one and a purple one, and neither have deals, so they're just flat out $19.99. Again, not overly, expensive. So if you prefer one of those colors, you don't mind paying the $4 more. It's, still very, very cheap and inexpensive. Cheaper than the alternative. All right. Now we are getting to one of my favorites. This is the electric heated blanket. I have used this all winter. I sleep with my window open in the winter, plus a couple of fans going, and this bad boy, I could fall asleep and not worry about like overdoing it because it has a 10-hour auto shut off. I don't even sleep 10 hours, but if I did, or if I got up and just left it on, it does have that automatic shut off, which is a good safety feature to have. So, also it has 9 levels on that remote that you see there on the side. You just plug it in. You can see that right there. You're going to plug that in, and that big remote has 9 different heat settings that is available to you. So if you just want something like, lukewarm, or if you want something piping hot like I do, you have options. The blanket is reversible. You can sleep under the white side or the black side, or if you want to choose another color, there are plenty of color options as well as different sizes. But this is super well priced. And again, this was a game changer for my winters. So if you guys are in the market, you want to definitely check that out. Oh, no. I don't know how to get back to... All right, hold on here, guys. I clicked on something I shouldn't have. And I have no idea how to get back. Give me 1 second. Studio mode. No, that's not it. There we go. Clicking on all types of buttons over there. Not sure what I clicked on. All right, but let's see what kind of color options we have. All right, so we have 3 color options. You have gray. Looks like the black one is out of stock. So you have gray, you have green, and you have blue. And then you have your full king and queen size. So choose your color, choose your style, look for the best deal. For me, color really doesn't matter for the most part if I can save some money. But I know a lot of people like to color coordinate, so that might be an issue. Super popular either way, over 6,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Okay. All right, so this is the Bedsure waffle blanket. You guys have heard me talk about Bedsure before. There are a lot of color options. This is 100% cotton, waffle style, so it's on the thinner side. This is not a winter blanket, but it's a blanket for you and someone else, or you can get the supersized one where the whole family can sit and watch movies and just be underneath the blanket. There are different color options. It is 100% cotton, breathable, soft, pre-washed. If you want to clean it, wash it, tumble dry it, that's all you have to do. But yeah, as you can see there, I'm just one person and it was big enough for me. And there are a lot of color options for you to choose from if you aren't a fan of the blue. Let's see here. So this is a gaudy orange one that is in the carousel. I gave this one to my daughter. She seems to like it. I'm not a fan of the color. But again, if that was the cheapest one, I would take it. Because, if I'm sleeping, then I don't care what color it is, right? $21.99, 23% off, drops the price to $16.99 for the orange throw size, which is 50 by 60 inches. There is about 20 different colors to choose from, so you'll have an awesome time looking at those colors, seeing how much money you can save. All right, so we only have two more items. We're almost done already. And it took about 45 minutes instead of 2 hours. How about that? All right, so this is the Storage Works storage box. So it's a two-piece. There is metal, as you can see inside, because what that'll do is that'll keep it formed so it won't collapse on you. You have your handles that are metal handles but covered in canvas. And then you can use this for your knickknacks underneath the sink. You can use it to store bed sheets or whatever you want to store in a closet. In this case, what I did was I stored it on top, just like this. But you have different colors to choose from and different options on whatever you want to use it for. But you can definitely clean up and not have to worry about like stuff all over the place. And if you're not using it, you saw how it's collapsed just like this. You can keep it like that, collapsed and out of the way. All right. That price there is $27.99. Over 5,000 reviews. This is for a 2-pack. Over 5,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then the last product for today are Govee permanent lights. So let me show you that one real quick. All right, so these are the Govee permanent lights. Again, you want to download the Govee app. You want to connect it to the Wi-Fi, and these lights are amazing for a couple of reasons. Number one, within the app, you have so many different color options. You can put these up. It's not just a Christmas thing. You can put these up and then change the lights for the season. So spring, if you want to do like, more, of the greenish, type colors, you can do that. For summer, you can do like, red. I don't know what summer colors are, but for fall, you can change it for that. One thing I do want to mention is the adhesive is very, very strong. They call it permanent lights for a reason. So once you take that adhesive off and you put those on your house where you want them to, sure, you can pull them off eventually, but it's taking some of the plaster off or some of the paint with it. So just keep that in mind. Permanent means permanent, and Govee is a great brand, great product. So they are going to stick. They are weatherproof, and you can have fun with this. You can connect it to Alexa or Google Home, and then you have all those color options within your app. So definitely check that out. It is super well priced and super popular. Let's see. So a lot of price options to choose from. This one here is the color black. So just the little square is black, and then you have your light bulb there, a million colors within that app. Don't forget to download the Govee app. 100 feet for $399.99, 4 out of 5 stars. You have 150 feet, which is $549. Then you have 200 feet, which is $699. Now, permanent lights means you don't have to worry about getting lights every single year. Just saying. All right. So I believe that is it, right? Yeah, we went through 28 different deals there, and hopefully you guys, found something that you liked. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, we're going to start doing evening shows, and then Sundays will still always be usually in the morning. Today was my son's birthday. Well, yesterday was my son's birthday. Today I took him out for lunch, so this is why I'm a little bit late. But anyway, that is it for me. You guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow with some new deals. You heard it from Hollywood. Enjoy your Sunday fun day.